the Stones Bitter League Championship, and Hull are the visitors. Saints first out on the pitch. Obviously, last couple of games not being too clever, but the Saints being led out by the matchday mascot today, who's David Large. David is aged 5 years of age, and he attends Birchley St Mary's Primary School at Billinge. Very close to pie-eating country, that David. You've got to watch him up there. His hobbies are rugby league. Watching the Saints, obviously, he might do a little bit of playing. He enjoys Power Rangers, and he also enjoys playing football. He lives up there at Moss Bank, just round the corner from Shane Cooper. He's out there with Shane Cooper, just having a few words with him, and I'm sure that he'll nip round for a few tips if he needs to in the future. His favourite players are Alan Hunt and Tony Sullivan. They're both back on the wings today after being out with injuries. So a big day for this young fella, young David Large, 5 years of age. Just go through the St Helens team for you now. Full-back Steve Prescott, three-quarter line of Alan Hunt, Andy Northey, Mark Elia and Anthony Sullivan. Northey making his full home debut in the starting line-up. Phil Vevers at standoff, Bobby Golding at scrum half. A front row of Adam Fogarty, Kieran Cunningham and Apollo Pedalini, with Chris Joynt, Sonny Nicholl and Shane Cooper the back three. And we have Simon Booth and Ian Pickervance on the bench. Kieran Cunningham drafted in, has just been selected for the Welsh side to play England on February the 1st. And there's Alan Hunt. Shaved head, and I can assure you that's for aerodynamic purposes. Quite a shock when Alan Hunt came out. A drastic job, but let's hope he has a good game this afternoon. Out injured and problems with a knee. Now the Hull side just coming out now. They're ensconced at the bottom of the Stones Bitter League Championship table. They need all the points they can get, but they're going to find it hard today. Their line-up is Richard Gay at full-back, Tivita by corner, Gary Nolan, Shane Endicott and Paul Sterling are the three-quarters. Rob Nolan and Mark Hewitt are the half-back pairing, with Tim Street, Mike Dixon and Steve McNamara in the front row. McNamara the captain. Anthony Chico Jackson, Dean Busby and Jez Cassidy are the back three, with John Sharp and Gary Rose on the bench. The referee is Mr. Russell Smith from Castleford. You're with Micron Video, the leaders in Rugby League Video in the Northwest. My name's Ron Hoof. Hope you stay with me for the full 80 minutes. And let's see if the Saints can get back into some positive rugby. A loss against Wakefield, beaten by 15 points to nil. At Wakefield, the first time Saints have been nil since the Pie Eaters nilled them at Wembley in 1989. And we don't want to dwell on that, do we? 26-20 I think it was last week against Featherstone. A pretty dour game, but let's hope that Hull can prove a bit better opposition. Here's Russell Smith, the referee. Hull parted company with the coach, Tony Gordon, the ex-Kiwi coach, and now Russ Walker and Phil Windley are in charge. As Wakefield the other week, they parted company with the coach David Hobbs, but Harkin was doing a good job there. He got them all G'd up and a couple of wins under the belt. So you never know with Hull. They need all the points. There they are, centre field, Captain Shane Cooper and Steve McNamara for Hull. Matchday mascot David Large. David out there, he's going to toss the coin. And I know David's dad, John, he used to work with me. And he'll be proud as punch, won't he, as young David there, centre field. Russell Smith, Shane Cooper and Steve McNamara. And now David going down with the touch judge to the clubhouse end, to the tunnel end, where he'll meet his dad. And then he can take his place for the rest of the game. Saints going to start the game, I should say, not restart. But Bobby Golding, centre field, ready to get the action underway. Hull certainly had a seesaw season. The bottom of the table, as I said before. They lost last Sunday at Doncaster, 42 points to 38 after being in command for most of the game. Bobby Golding kicks it deep. Saints playing down to the clubhouse and Hull playing up to the Eddington end. Hull in possession. Solid tackling there as Chris Joynt comes in. Mark Elia as well. And Elia played well, hasn't he? Just signed before the cup deadline, but Hull have the possession. Out to Tim Street. Street and Nicholl, two volatile characters. Meet there, Shane Cooper as well in at the tackle. Looks like Dixon, this live wire halfback. But the Saints penalised for offside. Russell Smith moving over quickly to his left. And Hull now will have the penalty. Hewitt. He shapes as though he was going to kick for touch, then tapped it. Gains about 10-15 metres. Now it's Nolan, Rob Nolan, the Nolan brothers. Rob Nolan at standoff. On to Chico Jackson, and he moves off the mark. Strides away, but the referee penalises the Saints for not marking up correctly, and well, I don't agree with that, because Jackson, he got up there, he moved away. Cooper was there, I think. We think it was Cooper that was marking him up. Jackson moved off, cabbaged a yard to the right, and Russell Smith, in his wisdom, penalised the Saints, and a chance for Hewitt to put Hull in the lead with a penalty attempt. It's more or less centre field, about 20, what can we say, 28 metres out. So he shouldn't have any difficulty. Quite a prolific kicker, Hewitt. He kicked 7 last weekend. But I think Saints just have been done a bit harsh there. But it's Hewitt now, positioning himself, tees the ball up well, just taking his time. It's floated, it goes to the right of the sticks, but it goes dead. So Saints will restart with a kick from the 20-metre line. Bobby Golding quickly puts it downfield. Well taken by Hull. Richard Gay comes through. Exciting fullback Gay, links up well with the three-quarter line. Sterling, another player that's an exciting prospect up at Hull, been chosen in the World 7 squad to go to Australia in early February. Now it's McNamara, the captain, turns in the tackle, but Fogarty wraps him up. Kieran Cunningham in there as well. Dixon, the halfback. Nolan along the line to the other Nolan brother. He's taken down. Sonny Nichols, Shane Cooper. Now it's Street. The pass looked a hint forward as it went to Street, but good yardage inside the Saints 20. Dixon attacked in half. The ball kicked up by Hewitt. It's a tester for the Saints. Prescott's third, Alan Hunt's third. The ball's still loose. And it's a try. Hull are in. Alan Hunt couldn't scoop it away. The ball bounced off Steve Prescott, and it's Richard Gay that comes up with the try. So Hull will score the try after just 3 minutes of play, as Hull took it up. Some good work there in the early days. Sterling involved as well. And then a big kick upfield and up and under. Put Saints under a lot of pressure. Gay was onside. He came up well and touchdown for the three-pointer. So it's a chance for Hewitt now to add the extras on. And Saints behind. There's the kick by Hewitt. Testing kick up high. Saints couldn't take it. Gay was there and he just beat Alan Hunt to the touchdown. Hunt couldn't get his boot to it. So Hewitt now with the conversion slots it right between the uprights, and Hull are well on the way, aren't they? Just over 3 minutes gone. A Gay try, a Hewitt goal, and Hull in the lead by 6 points to 0. The Saints will have to get the bit between the teeth now. Bottom of the table, Hull only won 3 games and drawn 1 out of their 17 previous outings. Golding gets it underway, kicks it deep. Vicona, he'll bring it forward. Jointon Elia quickly up there. Saints will hope to contain Hull in their own 20-metre. And Fogarty and Cunningham again. Been heavily involved, Kieran Cunningham. Well, a loose play there from Jez Cassidy. Maybe he was looking at the Saints man coming in. Hull wanted to spread it out quickly, move it to their left wing, but Jez Cassidy couldn't take it. He knocked it forward. Scrum down now, head and ball, head and feed. Golding feeds it. Inside to Prescott, coming through as the extra man. Street there as the second line of defence, and Endicott is the first, but Endicott penalised. I think it was Endicott that he's pointing at for holding down in the tackle. And a chance now for Bobby Golding to put points on the board for Saints. Done well this season, Bobby Golding. 88 goals in all. I think 85 for the club, I think, and 3 for Great Britain against the Australians. But Endicott was penalised for holding down. chance for goal in 15 metres in from the popular side and 20 metres from the line. Composes himself. The ball teed up on the plastic tee that's done so well for Golding. Suppose it all depends what takes you fancy, a little mound of sand or the tee, but Golding strikes it well right between the uprights, no problem. The touch judges raise the flags. 6 minutes gone. That Golding penalty goal, his 89th of the season, puts Saints back in at 6 points to 2, still trailing 6 points to 2. Hull will restart from the centre spot. Only won 3 games. They beat Wakefield, Salford and Featherstone, and they drew in the first match of the season with Warrington at 16 points apiece. They're a decent side, but unfortunately things not going right for them. Mark Elia comes away. Saints spread it quickly. Perolini, well taken, well tackled. Jackson and Street. Cooper, the playmaker, onto Fogarty, the informed forward at St Helens, playing out of his skin, doing the business. Good support play, well, quick break there by Hull, force Chris Joint to knock the ball backwards. Sonny Nicol picks it up, and Street and Hewitt, they're in quickly. They dispatch Sonny Nicol to the earth, and Saints will have to build up again and move it over to the left. Still in their own 20, Hull doing well. Kieran Cunningham breaks onto Cooper. Short pass to Fogarty, look to hint forward. Fogarty there, gets the ball away. Good kick downfield. Sterling gathers it. Fogarty following it up, and Fogarty, he tackles the man. Good running. Fogarty put the kick in. Unconventional for Fogarty to do that, but he followed the ball up and tackled Sterling. Some pace on this big forward. Ex-professional boxer as well he is. Now it's Rob Nolan. The standoff in possession. Hull trying to move it right. They're still in the lead by 6 points to 2. McNamara taken on the centre spot, and now it's Dixon. Live wire hooker, pocket dynamo, or the mighty atom I think they call him, as McNamara puts the kick downfield. Prescott gathers it in his in-goal area, but the Hull defence moves up quickly. Gary Nolan and Dean Busby move in. They complete the tackle. Now it's Sullivan, no way through for him. Tries to break the cover defence. Well, little bit of hanky-panky at the play of the ball. Whether Sullivan got it away properly, I don't know, but Gary Nolan came in there, and referee Russell Smith moves in quickly. Said that Hull hadn't moved away, hadn't marked up properly, and Saints have the penalty. Cunningham will restart. Now it's Fogarty. Dixon comes in, Street in. McNamara was in at the first man. Perolini, he straightens it up, drives up over the halfway line, and Saints play it quickly. Cunningham, good yardage. Cooper at the acting halfback, he moves it left. Bobby Golding, long cut-out pass to Elia. He tries to get it away. Golding puts it on to Sullivan. Sullivan coming in field. Had an operation earlier on in the week. Sullivan drives again. He's still going. He's up to the 10-metre line. Good drive there by Tony Sullivan. Good play by the Saints, and Golding fortunate to pass the ball on. And Sullivan did the job. But Richard Gay in there. Looks as though he's been penalised for holding down. But it's Gay and Rob Nolan. Gay goes to the back of the sticks, but it's Rob Nolan that's actually been sin-binned. 10 minutes of the game gone. No, beg your pardon, it's Gary Nolan, the number 3. Gary Nolan penalised for holding down in the tackle as Sullivan came through. He wanted to get up and play it quickly. Referee Smith moved in quickly, reckoned that Nolan didn't release him, and that was a chance for Bobby Golding to put another 2 points on the board for the Saints. Only 10 metres out, just at the left of the sticks. He gets it over, and Saints clawing back. It's now Saints 4, Hull 6. Golding's second of the afternoon. They're clawing back bit by bit, and now it's up to the Saints with a one-man numerical advantage to try and get further points on the board and take the lead. Doesn't always work that way. Sometimes when a team has a player either in the sin bin or sent off, they, well, obviously they do close ranks. They've got to work that bit harder. But it's up to the Saints now. They had a week off after those 3 hard games, we can say, virtually in a week, with the Regal Trophy against the Pie Eaters, Wakefield away, and then Featherstone last Sunday. Well, let's hope they've got those games out of the system. Good drive by Fogarty. Now it's Beavers onto Sonny Nicol. He brings it out wide. Endicott in at the tackle, along with Hewitt. Gould again, doing the diagonal running. Onto Joint. Breaks out of the tackle. Joint drives again. Slips it out to Phil Beavers. Sonny Nicol on his outside, but it's over to Northey. He gets it out to Alan Hunt. And Hunt taken down. Now it's spread along the line. Goulding, Cooper, Perolini. It's knocked down. The Saints will have another set of 6. Prescott picks it up at the back. Looks like Gary Nolan there. No, Rob Nolan, I beg your pardon. I'll get it right eventually. Cooper, Perolini. Down the left wing. Perolini brought down. Cunningham steps up quickly. Saints spreading it again. Trying to let the ball do the work. Spread the ball across and try and beat this whole defence, with Saints having a one-man advantage. Beavers went to pass it to Northey. He had to take the tackle. Goulding and Cooper, well, nearly worked the loop movement. Cooper gets it away. Prescott coming in the line. 10 metres short. Saints move it left. Goulding chips it through. Joint's following it up. The ball's still loose. Perolini picks it up. Oh, good tackling there. Jackson and Vicona force him out. Sullivan from acting halfback tries to go on his own. He's held out again by Corner and Gay. But Perolini now slips it inside. Goulding, long ball to Nicol. The cover defence comes in. Nicol pushes them off. He drives again for that top corner. He's taken down. Only about 5 metres short now, can we say? But, well, Hull penalised for offside. So the referee there, delayed action decision. But it's about 10 metres short of the line. But Saints had the ball, it came back. He was losing a little bit of yardage. Sonny Nicol took it, went charging to that top corner, and then referee Smith penalised Hull for being offside, and a chance now for Goulding to level the scores up. In the 13th minute, Saints trailing by 6 points to 4. A similar position kick to Bobby Goulding's last effort. 2 out of 2 so far. Oh, that's a good kick there by Goulding. He makes it 3 out of 3, and Saints level up the scores, 6 points apiece. Hull wants a great side of the 80s. I remember, I don't know how many times they've been in the second division, but when they was in the second division around about 1979, they went through that campaign unbeaten. I think it was 26 games they went unbeaten. It was up to the first division in 1980, and then when the touring Kiwis came over, after they'd toured, Hull snapped up, they put a lot of money into the Kiwis. They had Fred Arquois, Dane O'Hara and James Luluai, and there was good servants there up at Hull. There was great servants and a good team of the 80s and through to the mid-80s, both Hull and Hull KR. But our fortunes fade with Hull KR in the second division, and it looks as though Hull are going to be doomed to the drop, doesn't it? But it's Kieran Cunningham driving away, bursting out of the tackle. He kicks again, he drives up. Good yardage there from Cunningham, just brought down short of the halfway line. Saints still with a one-man advantage. Gary Nolan in the sin bin in the 10th minute. And now it's Fogarty, he straightens it up. The Saints forwards driving into the Hull defence. Certainly takes a lot of pulling down with these forwards. Some good, hard, strong running. Cooper outside, taken by Mark Elia. Mark Elia feeds Sullivan. Sullivan goes for the corner. He turns it inside to Beavers. Beavers takes the tackle just short. Cooper looks as though he's going to move it right. He doesn't. He changes direction, turns it inside, feeds it onto Joyce, and Sullivan's in. Superb try by the Saints. 15 minutes gone and Sullivan in for a try. Quick transfer into the ball there, and that paid the dividend, didn't it? Sullivan walks back, but there's the play now. It was led by Cooper out to Mark Elia. He passed on to Sullivan. He had to take the tackle. Well, he didn't. He passed the ball inside. Beavers took the tackle just short. Cooper was pointing to the right, dummied the Hull defence, turned it back on the blind side, fed it to Joint, out to Sullivan, and in for the 4-pointer. Golding from the touchline. That looks a good effort. Superb kick by Golding. A great conversion to a great try. 15 minutes gone now, and Saints take the lead for the first time. 12 points to 6. They take the lead. Superb try by Sullivan. Just been missed the last couple of games. Been in for surgery. I think it was a bit of cartilage problem. But he certainly looked well. He played well there. Took it down the wing. And then the old veteran Shane Cooper, if you don't mind me saying that, Shane, moved it quickly on the blind side, and Saints in for the try. Andy Northey, recent signing from Waterloo, his full debut. He has played the last 2 games on the bench. Come on both times, but he's in the starting lineup. Mark Elia just losing his footing, and Saints move it to the left again. Maybe they feel that Hull can be taken out wide. Cooper again, quick hands, Beavers, Fogarty. Nolan stops him, but he gets the ball away, turns in the tackle, gives it to Beavers, lovely dummy. Out to Simon Booth. He's come on for Alan Hunt. Unfortunately, Alan Hunt had a recurrence of that knee problem. Well, I beg your pardon, no, it's not Alan Hunt, it's Steve Prescott. But it's Sullivan again. Oh, good try. As Saints moved it quickly. Quick transfer into the ball from the right to the left. Beaver started it over here, gave it to Simon Booth. Booth took it up. Then the ball transferred right across the field again. And Sullivan in for his second in the space of 2 minutes. There with Chris Joint. Joint heavily involved again. Good wide out runner. But Saints extend the lead now to 16 points to 6. And another difficult conversion. Golding out to Perolini. Good sidestep onto Chris Joint. Running out wide again. Takes the defence on. Hewitt and Gain. He slipped a lovely ball there to Anthony Sullivan. In for his second try in 2 minutes. But excellent work by the Saints, and that's what they've got to do. Capitalise on the one-man advantage, haven't they? But it's Golding, as you can see, just in from the touchline, right on the 20. Flights it well. Oh, the touch judges raised the flag. And another goal from Golding to the second Sullivan try. Makes it 18 points to the Saints. 6 points to Hull after 17 minutes of time in this first half. Not combining so well, badly I should say, Saints, considering they've got 6 players out injured. Bernard Dwyer and John Neal in the forwards, Tommy Martin, Paul Loughlin, Scott Gibbs and David Lyon in the backs. And unfortunately Steve Prescott there coming off, Simon Booth replaced him. And it looked like a bit of a groin problem for Prescott. He's selected in the World Sevens team along with Paul Sterling on the Hull side and Chris Joint in the Saints side. So let's hope that Prescott can recover, obviously for the Saints' sake and his international career as well. So Beavers slips it to Nickel. Tim Street, he's quickly in there along with Endicott. And Hull again building up, obviously with Endicott and Vicona, 2 of the Kiwis that's recently 2 of the junior Kiwis. The ball chip through, Tim Street comes up with it. Perolini and Joint, they combine to bring him down. Not the tallest of characters is Tim Street, but he's a fiery little customer. And the touch judge on, obviously as Bobby Golding chipped it through. Then he went down and Russell Smith waved play on, but the touch judge on this side has come on. He must consider that a foot had been stuck out. Certainly didn't look anything from our angle as Bobby Golding chipped it through. Then he just lost his footing. But referee Smith, he's doing most of the talking there with the touch judge. He's consulted the touch judge, he's listened to what he had to say, he's reaching for his pocket. And it's Steve McNamara, the Hull captain, and he's been shown the red card. And Russell Smith pointing to the ankle, the foot. And it was to say he tripped him up. Didn't look as though he tripped him from our angle, but whether we can look at that again on the replay, or you'll no doubt want to look at that again on the replay. But Saints have the penalty. Steve McNamara, the Hull captain, sensationally sent off in the 21st minute. Golding with the penalty for the Saints. And just as, well, I don't know whether he's come back on, actually, Gary Nolan. Sent off in the 10th minute, that was the 21st minute, so he's, I think he may have sneaked back on. And Hull, they probably have 12 players, but they're going to have 12 for the rest of the game, aren't they? As Fogarty, he drives again, 10 metres short. Hull have to defend tirelessly. Golding along the line, Saints spread it, Cooper, missed man out, onto Northey. Operating on the left there, he's on the right centre, out to Perolini. Perolini drives again, he's what about 5 metres short. Cunningham along the line, Golding. Good pass to Sonny Nicol. Nicol takes the tackle. Street, well, Street very enthusiastically brings Nicol down. Cunningham out to Golding. Golding gives the dummy. Short ball to Fogarty. Fogarty by the sticks. Had to sidestep the post there, Fogarty. Isn't he delighted? Big beaming smile there. Cunningham the first man in, and then Beavers. But it's this little man, Golding, took the game by the scruff of the neck again. And Adam Fogarty, the powerhouse prop forward, in for his 5th try of the season. Always there and about is Fogarty. Took it well. Good support play by the Saints. Quick transfer into the ball, and that's what it's all about. Bobby Golding going to take the conversion from right in front of the sticks. Stanwell, ex-referee in the Saints kit room, and Russell Smith just exchanging a couple of hints. But here's the try. Golding slips the lovely ball round to Adam Fogarty, and he touches down to the right of the sticks. Bounces it down with delight. Golding right from in front, no problem. Like shelling peas, isn't it? He converts Fogarty's try. 22 minutes gone on the clock, and 24 points to 6. Saints are in the lead. Come back well of the Saints. 3 tries in the space of 7 minutes. 2 from Sullivan, 1 from Fogarty. All converted by Golding. He's already kicked 3 penalty goals, which brought us back on level terms. But with Hull losing players, Saints have capitalised. Quick transfer into the ball, and that's been Hull's downfall. 24 points to 6. They trail after being 6 points to 0 up in the 3rd minute. Cooper takes it. Now it's Elia. Elia powers forward. Played really well. About 32, 33 years of age, I think, Mark Elia. It's almost, well, it's over 10 seasons since he first signed for the Saints. Played about 3 seasons for the Saints, and only for some divine intervention, I think. Well, Fogarty looked as though he'd lost the ball there. He knocked it forward, but Saints play on. Cunningham, he drives away. He breaks onto the tackle. He gets up again. He's over the 10 metre, over the 20 metre line. Simon Booth stepping up. No, Beavers it is. Beavers turns it in field. Golding along the line. Saints move it quickly. Out to Joint. Long ball there to Mark Elia. Gives the dummy. Up to the 20. No, the whole defence is taken. Amelia storms in at the corner. Quick break there. Good quick thinking by this ex-Kiwi international. Took it well. The Saints moved it from right to the left. And Elia took it on the 20 and stormed in there. The whole defence just couldn't hold him. Another try. A quick try by the Saints. So 4 tries in 9 minutes. As Elia, there he gets his 2nd try for the Saints in his 2nd period. Quick transference there. Cooper, Joint, lofted ball there, taken by Elia. Well, it's 30 metres out, he takes it. And then he bamboozles the whole defence and goes in at the corner. Corner, the youngster there, just clutching at her as Elia touches down for the 4-pointer. 28 points now to 6. And don't Saints look as though they've got the bit between the teeth. And so they should after 2 pretty dour performances. Golding again from the 20 metre line. Oh, the touch judges raise the flags. Another 2 points. 30 points to 6. Saints comfortably away, and Golding's 7th goal out of 7. Some superb kicking this afternoon from the little man. Well, Cooper there, he knocked it on behind the line. Missed the ball first and then come back, and it certainly looked as though he knocked it on. Shane Cooper shakes his head, he doesn't agree. It'll not make any difference. Referee Smith said it's a knock-on, and Saints forced to drop out from between the sticks. But 25 minutes gone now, 30 points to 6. Saints comfortably in the lead, and Hull feeling the full force of this St Helens cosh. Richard Gay. Hull are in possession, and when you're looking up your stats before the game, you look at Hull, and they've only won 3 games. As I said, Wakefield and Featherstone away, Salford at home, and in each of those games they've scored 29 points to be on the winning side. So I don't think they score 29 points today, but you never know. It's 30 points to 6 at present. Well, if they do score 29 points, it won't matter, will it? Saints have got 30 already. Just the old math there just going a bit awry. But Dixon at dummy half. Endicott along the line. Cassidy. Oh, he can't take it there. The ball knocked forward by Vicona. Came off his right wing, moving over to the left to combine with Sterling to try and squeeze into the corner, the extra man, but Vicona couldn't take it. Scrum down, Saints feed. 10 metres from the Saints line, 10 metres in from the popular side stand here at St Helens. Bobby Golding slips the ball in. Simon Booth couldn't take it. He knocks it forward, a little breakdown in communications there. And now it will be Hull with the ball. Hewitt will feed. He gets it away, moves it centre field. Endicott, he straightens up. Runners are coming in, but the Saints tackling holds firm. Cooper and Joint. Hull again, move it right. Rose has just come on as a blood bin substitution for Rob Nolan. He came over here, he'd a badly swollen mouth. Then they had to report to the referee. The blood bin card was held up. But it's Hull again. Endicott trying to vary the play onto Hewitt. Well, he doesn't know where to go. Fogarty knows where he's going. Bangs him down on the grass. And Dixon steps up at the acting half. Onto Street. Hull moving it to this left corner. Cooper wraps him up. Vicona over here again, but it's Dixon that takes it away. Oh, and Dixon chips it for the corner. No way there. It was too much beef on that. The idea was right, but the last kick wasn't correct. Pick of Ants has just come on now. Unfortunately, Alan Hunt has hobbled off. A recurrence of his knee injury. So a bit of disappointment there for the Saints, and both substitutes on for the Saints. And Alan Hunt and Steve Prescott don't look very well at all. Let's hope their injuries soon clear up. But it's Golding again, out to Cooper. Lofted ball there, taken by Simon Booth. He has to take the tackle, it's just short of the halfway line. Northey, from acting half, he goes again, valuable metres. Northey slips it up to Cooper. Cooper moves it over to the left. Joint there again, operated well on the left. Out to Sullivan. Oh, he's forced into touch. Looking for his hat-trick was Sullivan. Saints move it over quickly, and Chris Joint is running well out wide. The Saints are throwing the ball about, something that they haven't done for the last couple of games. They haven't been allowed to get in the stride. But Hull down to 12 men, as we said before, sensationally sent off the captain, Steve McNamara, in the 21st minute. But Richard Gay linking up, jointing at the tackle there. The initial tackle made by Shane Cooper. Gets through some graft, Cooper, he does in a game. And he gets his unfair share of criticism. But Hull, they dig again. Good driving, excellent tackling again. Dixon turns it inside, Tim Street, pushes off Perolini, goes again. Nickel brings him to a halt, but he breaks out of the tackle, but he has to play it. The tackle deemed as being completed. Dixon scampers through, Fogarty has him, gets him by the scruff of the neck, bangs him to the ground. Last tackle of the sequence. Hull in charge, it's Endicott. Grubbers it through, too deep. Vivas will just watch it run dead, and Saints will restart from the centre of the 20. Approaching the half hour. 30 points to 6, Saints comfortably in the lead. And Fogarty doing the hard yards. John Neal been out for about 3-4 matches now. Has his unfair share of injuries, John Neal, and he's a powerhouse Cumbrian forward. And Bernard Dwyer, Mr. Perpetual Motion, bad wrist injury, keep him out for 2 months at least. But it's Cooper there, grafting away. He plays it to Golding, he could have played it to himself, there was nobody marking him. Saints move it over to the left, then change direction. Perolini looking to slip the short one to Nickel, but it's knocked down. No, they had it, and then that was knocked down, and that was an offside decision there, as Sterling picked it up in an offside position. The referee allowed play to go on, Now consultation with the touch judge. Shane Cooper just earwigging captain's part. He wants to hear what's going on. But a knock-on given. Well, the knock-on given there, and Tim Street obviously speaking out of turn, and Mike Dixon just taking him away. It should have been a penalty in the first place for the Saints, because the ball was knocked forward by a Hull man, and Sterling picked it up in an offside position. But the scrum down was given for the knock-on. But then Street spoke out of turn, and the penalty, which we should have had in the first place, was rightly instituted. Apollo Pedalini nearly took a high one there. It went right over his head. I bet he felt the breeze off that. But it's Fogarty now again. Centre field, striding away, looking for support. Street wraps him up round the top. Well, 5 Hull tacklers round him there. Cunningham from dummy half. He moves it left. Cooper brings it to the right. Joint running out to the right wing now. Operated well. Beavers going for the line. Has to take the tackle. Gets the ball away. Well, he's released it. Pedalini picks it up in an offside position. And the referee there indicating that Pedalini was offside. The pass was forward and Pedalini was stood in front of him. He's deemed that as an intentional offside. And now Hull have the penalty. Tim Street there just receiving a little bit of treatment. Mike Dixon there as well. The referee just slowing things down a little bit, and Hull have the penalty. Defined touch on the popular stand side. Not a big crowd here at St Helens. Not many here last week, about 5,000, something like that. And not a lot here this afternoon, but quite a few Hull spectators. You've got to keep getting behind your side. It's all right when you're winning. You've got to take the rough with the smooth, haven't you? Dixon from dummy half. Onto Hewitt, along the line, Endicott, straighten up, Busby has it. Nickel thunders him to the ground. Gary Rose slips it back inside. Well, Cassidy was there, but the ball tidied up by Hewitt, the scrum half. Hewitt straightens up. Looks like joint. No, it's Pedalini that brings him to earth. Richard Gay chips it up, a tester for the corner. Cooper will gather it on his own line. Pirouette out to the first tackle. Flipped it to Anthony Sullivan. Can he go down the wing? Sullivan rounds his man. He gets past Gay. He comes inside. The Hull defence are coming in. Oh, he goes in and out. I think it was Dixon there that couldn't take him. And Sullivan in for his hat-trick at the corner. A full length of the field try by Anthony Sullivan. Bobby Golden, the first man there to greet him. But what a superb try by Sullivan. His hat-trick. And that's his 4th hat-trick of the season. That's also including one game where he scored 4. So great work from this Welsh wingman. Jeanette Smith over there with the replenishment. But great try there by Anthony Sullivan. And another difficult goal kick attempt for Bobby Golden. But I'm sure he's up to the task. Great try there by Sullivan. Took it well. The ball was chipped through by Gay. Cooper gathered it. Beat Chico Jackson. Fed it to Sullivan. He must have been 95 yards, 95 metres. But he puts the welly down, gives it the gas, goes down the wing. Then Dixon coming over. Hewitt was nowhere near. And Sullivan powered in at the corner. A great try. Superb try. Golden on the 20-metre line, right from the touchline. Is it a good one? Oh, it is. The touch judges, look at it. It just scrapes over the bar. 34 minutes gone on the clock. Sullivan with his hat-trick. That's it. 5th try in this second half, should say the second period of the first half. And the score is 36 points to 6. Clean sheet for Bobby Golden. 8 out of 8 he's kicked. Superb goal kicking display. So it's Hull to kick off again. They'll be getting sick of this before the end of the game. Always a difficult proposition on their own mid in Hull. You go up to the boulevard. I mean, it's a fair trek up there, isn't it? Couple of hours ride, and up there last season, Hull beat the Saints 18 points to 14. And then here at Knowsley Road last season, Saints demolished Hull 52 points to 10. They're on the way this afternoon. It's 36 points to 6. Fogarty in possession. And Saints looking rampant, looking good for the job. Fogarty plays it to himself. 20-metre burst up to the halfway line. Cunningham, he steps up. Cooper along the line, Cooper doing the loop movement, but Golding brings it over to the right wing. Northey takes it. Has to take the tackle. Street coming in with a bit of a late flop. But it's by corner that had completed the tackle. Good kick through. Touch is found 10 metres from the Hull line. So it'll be Hull head and feed. But Saints will be looking to contain Hull down at that bottom end. Stiff programme coming up for the Saints. Castleford away next Sunday. And then Sheffield away the Sunday after. And that's a game that's in doubt, the Sheffield away, with the England against Wales international and players from the Saints in that, and players involved in the World Sevens. But it's Hewitt to feed. Sterling comes in. Quickly tackled by Shane Cooper. Cooper and Vevers. Hull build up a charge again. Busby taken down over the 20. Endicott at the acting half-back position. I think that's Rose. Discarded the headgear. And Hull spread it. Good ball there. It's onto Street. He changes the direction. Now it's with Richard Gay. Nickel wraps him up. Endicott again at acting half-back. Obviously Hull have got to reshuffle the ranks with Steve McNamara off, but they're getting the ball away. Mike Dixon. He breaks out of the first tackle, slips a lovely ball there to Hewitt. Hewitt chips it off. Can Cooper win the race? Cooper putting all his effort into it. Oh, just was shoulder to shoulder with Hewitt and wins the race. And Cooper touches down over the line. And Saints will be forced to drop out from between the sticks. Good running there by Shane Cooper, but excellent play by Hull. Certainly not overawed by the margin of the score, obviously 36-6. But Hewitt chipped it through. Or, well, Hewitt followed it up. I don't know whether he actually chipped it. But Cooper won the chase. Put the ball dead, and now it's Hull back in possession. Richard Gay, the first man in. And Fogarty there, and Kieran Cunningham to meet him. Hewitt, inside ball, good strong running. Cassidy, oh, look at that for a tackle. Pick the bones out of that, Cassidy. Northey comes in. Good rugby union tackle. Well, it's a rugby league tackle now, isn't it? For the ex-Waterloo centre. And he's lost possession. Dixon lost possession. The referee saying that Northey has interfered with him. Well, he's lost the ball there, but Hull take a quick tap. It's now with Street. He straightens up. Street gets it away. Good play from Hull. Now with Hewitt. He gets it away to Rose. Nickel comes in. The ball knocked out of Rose's hands, and well, it didn't look all that much in it, but temper's getting a little frayed. Needless to say, Tim Street right in at the action. Very volatile character. Both Street and Nickel, they're meeting, but it's Sonny Nickel that's got to be spoken to. Referee Smith having a word with Sonny Nickel. Must have been a high tackle, but he walks away. The penalty goes Hull way. Yes, high tackle is the indication. Hewitt to Street. Saints defence going to be tested. Pickervance, Fogarty, Cunningham and Joint. They all wrap round him, but it's Dixon now. A minute of normal time remaining. Saints still in a commanding lead at 36-6. Gay steps up at the acting half-back. Hull move it right. Rose. The ball flicked back. He certainly spreads it out, this Rose. Now it's with Nolan. Nolan strides through, just short of the line. Well, he's right on. Well, the referee's saying it's a double movement. Obviously, he got the ball over the line. A good run there from Gary Nolan. Gary Rose spread it out well, chipped it up. The ball came to Nolan. He went for the line. Didn't look as though he was near enough, but obviously he was. He touched it over, but it was a double movement, and Saints restart. Fogarty again. Done a lot of the graft. Hard work in the pack. Perolini, he's another one making his way. Ooh, Street there. Clatters him at the back. But Saints move it. Pickervance. Very prominent early in the season. Pickervance in the starting lineup, but being used a lot on the substitutes bench. Unfortunately, he knocked the ball forward. Maybe the last scrum of the first half. Hull to feed. Saints still in the lead at 36-6. Hewitt feeds. Inside, Endicott along the line. Richard Gay. Cooper wraps him up, and Cooper Forces him back. I think he's that Beavers as well. Certainly is Phil Beavers, but there's the half-time hooter. So an excellent performance by the Saints after trailing by 6 points to nil after the 3rd minute. Golding brought them back into contention with 3 penalty goals. That level of scores up at 6 points apiece. And then a barrage of tries with 4 tries in the space of 9 minutes. 2 from Anthony Sullivan, 1 from Fogarty, 1 from Mark Elia, and then that special one from Sullivan 6 minutes before the half-time interval. All converted by Golding, so the half-time score here at Nosey Road, St Helens 36, Hull 6. With you now as the Saints and Hull take the field for the second half of the Stones Bitter League clash. Saints in the lead comfortably by 36 points to 6. Before we get underway, I have a mention for Jamie Moylan. He's 20 years of age today. He's the son of Barbara and Martin Moylan, who are the landlady and landlord of the Bird at Tan, just at the top of the road here at Dunriding Lane. I was surprised when his mum told me he was 20. I know he's been going round the pubs at St Helens for quite a number of years, but I'm sure he'll get away with that anyway. Anyway, best wishes, Jamie, for your birthday today, 20 years of age today, from your mum and dad, and all at the Bird and all here on the Saints video. Well, both teams are lined up, and we're just waiting, obviously, the referee, whether he's gone home or what, or whether Steve McNamara has whispered in his ear during the half-time interval, I don't know. But I have a couple of mentions for some friends of mine at Hull, with Mike Mason and his lady friend Tina from Hedden. We met them in Zante a couple of years ago, and he had the benefit of our company. I'm sure he'll get over it shortly. And also a few years ago, another couple from Hull, Bert and Jan Chapman, who we met in Cyprus. I know Bert is a regular Hull watcher, or he used to be a Hull supporter. Maybe with the fortunes going a little down, just as some here at St Helens, you've got to take the rough with the smooth, I think. If your team's down, you still got to try and support them and try and lift them. I mean, the old Pie Eaters did it, didn't they? They was down in the 2nd division round about the 80s, and they've bounced back, and look where they are now. But anyway, Russell Smith, he has turned up. McNamara must have let him out of the dressing rooms. Excuse me. After all the action in the first half, the old throat's getting a bit rusty. But it's Hull at kick-off. Good drive by the Saints. They're looking to put more points on the board. 36-60 lead. Simon Booth. He has the possession. Cunningham, I think it was Cunningham that was acting half-back there. Yes, he steps up again quickly. Now it's with Chris Joint. He gets it away to Nickel. Nickel breaks out of the tackle. Nickel powers up to the halfway line. Over the halfway line, looking for support. Only Gay to beat. Well, Gay brings him down. He wants to get up quickly and play the ball. And Richard Gay, well, is he going to be... Well, he's reaching for his pocket, is Russell Smith. He's asked the question, he's shaking his head, and Richard Gay there, dispatched to the sin bin. So Hull already with 12 men, with McNamara sent off in the first half in the 21st minute, and Richard Gay, after 52 seconds, is dispatched to the sin bin for 10 minutes for holding down. Nickel did well there, he tried to round his man. Support was a little late coming up. But Saints now with 13, Hull with 11, and well, that adds to the misery, doesn't it? Saints spread it quickly. Perolini, he straightens up. Good tackling from Hull, you must admit. They're sticking to the task. Cunningham on to Nickel again. He goes for the line. He's brought down 2 or 3 metres short. Cunningham again. Into centre field. Golding changes the point of attack. Oh, it's on to Perolini, but that's a good tackle. He gets it away to Golding. Long cut-out ball there to Beavers. Overlap on the right. Oh, Mark Elia has overrun him. Well, I don't think it was an actual crossing. Beavers went to give it to Elia. He went through, fair enough, and Beavers turned round. He did complete circle and went to bring it down round to the left. But Russell Smith didn't see it that way, and Hull have the penalty. Dixon will restart. On to Tim Street. He takes it down the blind side, up to the halfway line. Cunningham and Fogarty, and Cunningham been heavily involved. Both tackling and some good strong running. But it's Dixon now, another strong runner. Both these hookers have played well today. Short ball there, Busby. Well taken, well, high tackle, it looks as though the referee's saying. As Cunningham and Pickavant, I think it was, that actually came into the tackle. But Hewitt will find touch on the popular side, putting the Saints under pressure. 11-man Hull just in the Saints 20. But referee Smith, he wants... Oh, there's an extra ball on the ground. I thought he was trying to tell the Saints to get back. Chico Jackson starts off the this set of 6. 10 metres short. Dixon again. Change of direction onto Gary Rose. Big hit there by Fogarty. Ian Pickavant's just missed him. Now it's Dixon. Moves it to the left. Change of direction. Busby. Oh, Busby's in. Good switch move there. Dixon involved, but good work from this whole outfit. Dixon at the acting halfback. So Busby coming in, and Busby stretched. Nickel had him, but he just couldn't hold him for touching down. And Hull register the first try of the second half, just as it did in the first half. Hewitt converts it there. And now the score's 36 points to 12 after 3 minutes of the second half. So Hull opened the scoring, as I said, they were led 6-0. They've got the first try of the second half. And let's see if Saints can reply with another 36 points in the second half, just as they did in the first half. Golding kicks it deep. Sterling stops it with his foot, picks it up in the in-goal area. Reception committee there, Pickavant and Cunningham. Doing his cause no harm is Cunningham. Bernard Dwyer has been out injured. Or he is out injured. He took over after Tommy Hodgkinson, who'd had a good spell in the first team. He got injured, then Bernard Dwyer came back after injury. Dwyer out injured, Vivers has been filling in, and now Kieran Cunningham, and he's looking for a regular spot, isn't he? He's the brother of Eddie Cunningham, the ex-Wigan, Widnes, and whoever else he played for. Eddie Cunningham, I just can't... Oh, he played for somebody else, I just can't think who it is, but Eddie Cunningham's son, Gareth, he's also come through the academy and the Alliance side, and he's knocking on the door of first team recognition as well. But Hull kick it downfield. The ball went directly dead. Saints will restart from the centre of the 20. They move it right. Chris Joint, I think that is. And Cunningham again out to the acting half-back position. Good drive by Nickel. Solid tackling by the 11-man Hull. Golding along the line. Pickavant runs strong. Oh, nearly intercepted by Nolan. Cooper took it well. He looks at Pickavant as he gets up. And now Golding starts us off again. Mark Elia, he straightens up. Quick break there onto Vivers. Vivers unloads it. Oh, the ball's knocked forward. Joint couldn't take it. Fingertips there. And he knocked it forward. Not the best of passes, but a little bit of respite for Hull. They scrum down just inside the Hull half. Hewitt will feed. 36 points to 12 the score. And about 5 minutes gone of the second half. Vicona, good break by Vicona. Well taken by Vivers, veteran Vivers, filling anywhere. And now Endicott, the other Kiwi, he breaks away. Jackson turns it infield, along the line, Hull spread it. Cassidy. Sullivan moves in, but Pickavant had already picked him up. Along the line now, Tim Street up to the 20. Turning in the tackle, looking to release it. But Fogarty and Perolini clamp him. Hewitt, Endicott. Gives the dummy, he's wrapped up. Solid tackling's got to be the order of the day. You can't afford to let Hull spread this ball about. Jackson brings it blindside onto Hewitt. Chips it through. Vivers puts his body on the line and takes a late tackle there as Chico Jackson come in. Hewitt had already stopped him, but Jackson came in with a late flop, and Vivers may need a little bit of treatment. He's holding his left arm, but Saints have the possession. Cooper, Perolini. 10 metres from their own line. Solid tackling there. You can see Rose, Busby and Street quickly in. Saints are spreading it. It's touched a Hull man. It's on to Simon Booth. The tackle count will restart. A new set of 6. And the ball's lost. And it's been adjudged to have been reaped out. Booth came through there. Hull came in to tackle him. And reap it out is the indication. All depends how the referee sees it. He reckons the ball was reaped out. Saints have the penalty up to the halfway line. Adam Fogarty sidesteps past Tim Street. Very agile for a big fella, Fogarty. You saw his speed before. Now it's Golding. On to Joint, runs out wide again. Elia linking up. Elia takes the ball, he has to come in field. Not a lot of room there, Sullivan was squeezed out. Now it's Joint attacked in half-back. Joint takes it on his own, gets it away to Elia again. Saints spread it over to the right. Quick hands, Pickavance, Fevers, Nickel, overlap there, all one to Perellini, sidesteps round, and the big Western Samoan touches down there. Perellini in for his third of the season. Quick hands there it was, Pickavance, Fevers, Nickel, out to Perellini. Oh, look at the sidestep again. Goes past Hewitt, touches it down. Big beaming grin, and Saints in at 40 points to 12, with Golding looking for this extra one. It's going to be 9 out of 9 if he's successful. Oh, strikes it well. The touch judges raise the flags, and another nail in the Hull coffin. 42 points to 12, with just 8 minutes of the second half gone. Some of the referees' decisions there. Obviously judged that the ball had been reaped out, and Saints capitalised on that. Well, last Friday the old pie eaters again, they played Bradford. They won by 14 points to 10, and the referee there, he certainly gave them a try. Aitchison went over, and obviously the referee hasn't got the chance of the replay as we had watching it on Sky, but you could clearly see as the referee pointed for the try, the ball followed Aitchison over the line. But it gave Wigan the win. It's a win that they didn't deserve, I feel. You know my feelings about the pie eaters, but whether anything will be done about it, we don't know. But they came away with the 2 league points, 2 valuable league points, and Bradford can feel aggrieved, can't they? Referee McCallum, the referee's assessor, he's supposed to be tidying things up on this. We know mistakes go on, but when it's crucial like that, it's different, isn't it? Chris Joint now takes the ball up. Cunningham on to Golding. Moving it over, slips a lovely inside ball there. Saints keep it going. Cunningham drives up again. Nichols with him over. Cunningham comes in field. On to Joint. Good running by the Saints. Joint still going. 10 metres from the line, right in front of the sticks. Cooper now, he wants to quick play the ball. Well, bad play the ball there by Chris Joint. The ball knocked forward. Whether a Hull player struck for it, I don't know. But Hull have the possession. So all that graft by the Saints, coming from deep in their own half, right up to 10 metres from the Hull line, all gone a-begging. Still the score, 42 points to 12. Street pushes off 2 tacklers, drives again, slips the ball out to Hewitt. Hewitt comes back inside, but he doesn't look as though he's got much idea, and Saints certainly bounce him to the earth. Pickavance and Perellini. John Sharp on for Hull, and Jackson breaks through. Good run from Jackson, supporting field. Oh dear me, it's not Hull's day, is it? Jackson did all that graft again, just as the Saints had done minutes earlier. Jackson burst through. He had Gay on his left, slipped it to Gay, and Gay knocked it forward. Saints back in possession. Perellini taken by Dixon. Dixon and Endicott wrap him up. Saints move it left. Fogarty out to Sullivan. He's looking for his 4th. Oh, he's well taken there. Can't go without the legs, old love. Now it's Pickavance. Big block busting run. So Hull there back to 12 with Gay coming back on after his 10 minutes in the sin bin. Northey couldn't take it there. Rare mistake from Northey. In fact, probably the first mistake he's made. But it's Jackson again. Turns it in field, oh, intercepted by Cunningham. Live wire hooker, always looking for that. Oh, Saints very lucky there. Beavers just came up. Cunningham played it, and there was nobody at the acting half-back position. Hull were nearly in. Beavers just has a look at Cunningham as he gets up. Golding saw the gap, went for it, quickly closed that. Well, the ball's lost. Hull come up with it. Gary Rose it was, as Golding gets up very shakily, holds his arm. But Hull have the possession, so it must have been the severity of the tackle there. With Rose on Bobby Golding, and Hull have the ball. They try to spread it down to 12 men from the 21st minute of the first half. The captain, Steve McNamara, sensationally sent off. Now it's Hewitt. Out of Cooper's tackle, he comes back in again for a second helping, and Cooper and Cunningham make no mistake this time. Dixon, over left, Endicott, he straightens up. They're certainly not overawed, Hull, they're trying the best, they're pushing the ball down at the Saints line. It's Gay, chips it for the corner. Simon Booth just lets it run dead, but Richard Gay came through, he tried to get the touchdown, but it was too much meat on the ball. The idea was right. Try put pressure on the Saints and they'll restart. Fogarty again, as usual. Usually Fogarty and Perolini, a couple of forward charges. 42 points to 12 the score. Approximately 13 minutes of the second half gone, and Saints well in command. Well, the referee not marking up correctly at the play. The ball is in another delayed reaction from referee Russell Smith. Saints had made some good yardage if he's allowing the advantage. I mean, they didn't do so bad. They must have gained about 10 or 15 metres advantage. But then the referee, obviously he's had his 10 seconds thinking time, isn't it? But poor Perolini takes a bit of a wrap round from Rob Nolan, from Gary Nolan, I beg your pardon. Rob Nolan off injured. And the substitution for Rob Nolan, Gary Rose, it'll be a full substitution because Nolan hasn't come back on the pitch. But it's Gary Nolan being spoken to. Tackled Perolini and then he came back in and a bit of a swinging arm. And referee Smith just obviously having a few words there. And Dean Busby must be taking over the captaincy with McNamara's dispatch. Golding finds touch. Saints obviously not bothered about taking the 2 points. They feel they have the measure of Hull. And Perolini again. He's just short. Fogarty, he straightens up. 3, 4, 5 men and Fogarty. Well, he's lost the ball. The ball came out. It looked as though Fogarty was just going to touch down. The ball knocked dead by a Hull player, Endicott I think it was, but the original knock-on from Fogarty is the offence, and the scrum down with a Hull feed will be brought out 10 metres from the Hull line. Hewitt, the ball fed infield, cover defence there from two of the Saints' pretty long-serving clan there, Cooper and Vevers. Certainly Phil Vevers is. Now it's with John Sharp. He slips it out. Hull spreading it. Busby. I think it's Busby. Is it Busby or Cassidy? It is Busby. Hull move it left. Street. He tries to straighten up. Turns in the tackle. Slips the ball out. On to Rose. He gets it away to Dixon, and Dixon hurls up. Big gap in the Saints defence. But he's wrapped up by Chris Joint. Golding certainly doesn't look a well man there as he moves away from that tackle. And Saints forced to defend. Street, forward pass there to Gay, but he gets away with it right in front of the referee. Nickel finally wraps him up. Endicott there, last tackle of the sequence. Hewitt tried to slip, well he did slip the ball inside. Nolan knocked on, the pass looked forward in the first place. Nolan knocked on, Tim Street picked it up, touched it down over the whitewash. But the turnover is going to be instituted. Mark Elliott. No, beg your pardon, not Mark Elliott. Get the sack. It was Cunningham. Well, I think it was Cunningham anyway, but Pickavance has it now. Just taken down there. Dixon had completed one tackle and he went in bravely on Pickavance. There's Mark Elia this time. Out to Cooper. Along the line to Vevers. On to Perolini. He tries to straighten up. John Sharp there. Good tackle. Nolan in, I think, as well. Heavily involved. Saints drive it. This big man Fogarty. Some good yardage from him. Blindside ploy. Pickavance running out wide. Super fit Saints there, and Hull must be feeling the pinch as Cooper chips it through. Richard Gay takes it. Joint and Cooper wrap him up. An astute kick there from Saints captain Shane Cooper. Now it's Gary Nolan. Cunningham in again. Certainly impressed us this afternoon as Kieran Cunningham. Both hookers, as we said before, have run tirelessly. Short ball there onto Busby. Gets it back to Hewitt. Hewitt to Jackson. Hull certainly throwing it about. Jackson tries to unload it. Not one pass too many there, and Phil Beavers picked it up. Now it's with Northey. In fact, it may have been Northey earlier on that took those balls up. Booth. Vicona comes in. But it's Sterling that wraps him up. Along the line, Cooper. Joint. Good ball there, Sullivan. Rounds his man, rounds Jackson, going for the corner. Support inside. Taken by Joint. Joint. Oh, Joint can't get up, and it looks as though somebody else is going to go to the sin bin. Well, Hewitt there. Good run by the Saints. They move to this bottom left-hand corner. And Hewitt, he's dispatched to the sin bin. Well, a catalogue of errors by this Hull side. Obviously trying too hard. Already one man down. And now Hewitt sent off in the 60th minute. So down to 11 men. A Hull for a further 10 minutes. So they're only going to have, 12 men for the final 10 minutes. That's barring any other sin bins or what have you. But Street in there at the tackle, and Street being penalised for reaping out. But you see some of this holding down and reaping out is an offence. And but is he going to have a word with Tim Street? It certainly looks as though he is. We know Tim Street usually has a few words to say. Just like some of these little live wire scrum halves, they just can't keep their mouth shut, can they? But Golding, he's looking to make it 10 out of 10. 8 in the first half. He's converted Perolini's try in the second period. 42 points to 12, the score at present. And Golding shouldn't have any problems. Holding his arm earlier on. Must be all right, not too serious. Golding slots it well, right between the uprights. But he doesn't look right as he's coming back, does Bobby Golding. 61 minutes gone, 44 points to 12 the score. And it looks as though Golding's going to be replaced. With the referee looking at the bench. And I think Golding's going off, but unfortunately, as far as Saints are concerned, we've nobody to come on. Steve Prescott's hurt, it looks like a groin problem. Alan Hunt with a knee problem, a recurrence of his knee problem. I suppose it's levelling it up a little bit for Hull. They're down to 11, Saints down to 12, with no replacement for Bobby Golding. Simon Booth tries to scamper away. Well, we're on about favours. What about the old pie eaters again? They get more mentions on our video than they do on their own video, probably. They reckon they've done Doncaster a favour by playing them midweek. Oh, Sullivan inside ball. Beavers, Perolini. Overlap for the Saints. Chris Joint. Oh, the ball knocked out in the tackle. But a forward pass given. Saints moved it up quickly. Joint came through. Superb run by Sullivan up the touchline. And the final ball to Joint. Joint took it well, but it looked as though he had it knocked out of his hands. Yeah, all about doing people favours. The pie eaters, they have Skerritt. He's up for a 3-match ban. They've fixed a game up for this coming Tuesday against Doncaster at Doncaster. They've not had games for a while. And they're doing their little bit. It's a game that's scheduled for March. But they want to try and put some money in the Doncaster coffers. And they're going to play there, hopefully, to get Skerritt off the ban. But I think they'll come unstuck on Tuesday. Penalty there to Hull. High tackle by the Saints. Hull are running it. Thought they might have gone for the added yardage, but they've gained 10 metres in the first tackle. They're trailing by 44 points to 12. The Street burst through. Well taken by Fogarty. Fogarty taking a crack on the head. Must have taken a flying boot. But Cooper doing the tackling. Shirks nothing, does Shane Cooper. Dixon doesn't like it. He'll have to lump it. That was with Chico Jackson. operating out on the wing. Elia there along with Sullivan. Gary Nolan attacking half-back now. It's John Sharp. Sharp breaks through. No support. Well, support was... had overrun him. I think it was Nolan that overrun him. Saints come up with a possession. Fogarty again. Oh, he sees the gap. He drives for it. Turns it inside to Perellini. Perellini breaks out again. He's looking to release. He's wrapped up this time. Rose comes in. Gay there as well. Ooh. Saints get away with it. Not a good play the ball. But now it's Sonny Nicol. Street round the top. Vicona had made the initial stop. Sonny Nicol gets up very slowly. Beavers trying to gesticulate to the referee. Cooper took it well. Sharp was coming in. Cooper to Cunningham. Cunningham again. He takes the tackle. 30 metres out. Saints pressing. Now with Cooper leading a real captain's part as he does. As I said before, the amount of graft this fella gets through is phenomenal. Now with Perellini. Overlap. Oh dear me. The pass going too far back. Overlap on the left. They misjoint out. Perellini misjoint out. Wanted to give it to Sullivan, but the pass went back. And Perellini there obviously got a knock on the head, and the referee showing the blood bin card. So Perellini goes off. Jeanette Smith will take him to the dugout. The club doctor, John Hughes, will have a look at him. And now we're down to 11 apiece. So we've got 15 minutes to get Perellini patched up. We've only 15 minutes of the game left. And when the Hull Simbin man comes back on, Hewitt, Hull will have actually 12 men to the Saints 11. That's provided Perellini doesn't come back in the meanwhile. But it's Hull in possession. Spreading it, trying to keep it going. Certainly not giving up the ghost. Trailing by 44 points to 12. John Sharp now. Richard Gay attacked in half. Brings it blindside. Busby, I think that is. Chips it through. It does find touch, but the touch judge is on. A little bit of interference, it seems. The touch judge on again. Been quite prominent this afternoon, and it's Phil Vevers. It looks as though he's going to be spoken to. Well, it looks as though, well, if it is Phil Vevers the culprit, he's taken the Hull man coming through without possession, as indicated by Russell Smith. And Hull will have the penalty. Richard Gay will restart. No, it's Dixon there that's going to restart the game. Referee waves time on Dixon, finds touch. 15 metres from the Saints line, and Hull want to try and get points on. Street. Nicol has him. Pickervance there helps as well. Saints have got to tackle in numbers. They can't afford to just take one-on-one. Because Hull have got some big forwards. They've not been having the best of luck. Jackson gets it away. Street. But Sullivan just touches him. That's the tackle completed. Jez Cassidy, 10 metres short. Saints urge to get back. Cassidy hurt there. Now it's with Sharp. Gives the dummy. Brings on Nolan. Pickervance, Perellini. Is it no? Pickervance, Elia. And Fogarty in at the tackle. Richard Gay tries to grubber it through. It's touch Sonny Nicol. Whether the tackle counts wave clean, it is. Well, I thought the ball had played Nicol rather than Nicol played the ball. Looks as though he was going one way and then moved the other, Nicol, with him being sidestepped. But it's another set of 6 for Hull. The ball's still loose. Well, it's touched Cooper, I think, and now they've got another set of 6 as Nolan comes through. But the pass rule forward. So Hull there with a third set of 6 tackles in the Saints 20. And the pass to Nolan adjudged forward. So all that graft there by Hull going to nothing, and Saints will have feed from this scrum. Goldenough injured now, and Chris Joint at acting scrum half. There we are. We'll have that. What happened next? BBC. Question of sport. Saints spread it quickly. Northey. Booth on his outside. Northey takes the tackle. Sterling completes it. Booth from acting half-back goes on the blind side. No way through for him. Northey again. Sterling quickly wraps him up. Broke quickly, did Sterling, and why not? He gets away with it. Saints a little slowly away from the play the ball. They're spreading it now. It's Joint. Short ball to Fogarty. Took it well under pressure from Gary Nolan. Pickavance, Sullivan, up the wing. Sullivan rounds his man, does he? No. Good tackle there by Nolan. And just get Sullivan into touch. Well, the touch judge said he's into touch. Sullivan doesn't agree. Anthony Sullivan just having a word with him, and the touch judge said he'd just gone over the whitewash. He's the man in charge of the flag, and whether we agree with his decision or not, we've got to put up with it. Richard Gay. He plays it to himself. Cooper was going to mark him up, but Gay chips it through. Bad play there from the Hull full-back, considering they're down to 11 men. Saints down to 11 men. A kick through there by Gay to play the ball. Cunningham came away with it, gained valuable yardage. 10 metres he'd gone, and then the referee comes in and decides to penalise Hull for kicking at the play the ball. He should have just let play go. He didn't. Half an hour of the second half gone, 10 minutes remaining. Saints in the commanding lead of 44 points to 12. Now it's with Pickavance. Strong running. Northey. He breaks out of the tackle. It's out to Booth. Booth ducks under it. Tries to feed it back inside. Oh, he's wrapped up. Vicona wraps him up. John Sharp comes in as the second tackler. Now it's Cooper. Out to Beavers. Beavers juggles with it. Lofted ball. Taken by Mark Elia. Elia to Sullivan. Sullivan will have to go in field. Well, he tries to round Jackson. Oh, he gets round Jackson, does he? Oh, Jackson comes in, makes the tackle count. Joint, oh, nearly in touch, flicks it back inside. Sonny Nicol, 10 metres out. Nicol going for the line. Oh, he takes Gay over with him. And Nicol in there for another Saints try. Nicol's fourth of the season. 31 minutes gone. And Saints with another 4-pointer, 48 points now. Sullivan did well here. In and out, rounded Jackson. Joint stepped up quickly. Bad play the ball by Sullivan. Joint retrieved it through his legs, fed it inside. Nicol 10 metres out, and he takes some pulling down. This big Yorkshire lad, doesn't he, near to the line. He powers over, and another 4 points for the Saints. And Mark Elia drafted up as the goal kicker. He slots that between the uprights. He liked that one. I don't know whether he kicked any goals for the Saints while he was here his previous 3-year period. But he's got that one over, his first of the season, and Saints get up the half century, 50 points to 12. 9 minutes of the game remaining, and both teams with 11 players. Due for Hewitt. He'll be due to come back on shortly, if he's not already slipped on. The Hull will restart. Deep kick. Well, Hewitt is on, and Perolini still off, so Hull have 12 men, Saints have 11. And Chris Joint making good yards. Cunningham as ever at the acting half-back position. Saints spreading it quickly. Pickavance tries to drive out of the tackle, turns in. Good clamping though this time. Over to the right, Fogarty, he straightens up. Certainly not giving up, Hull. But it must be hard, obviously, when you're at the wrong end of a 50-12 scoreline, to try and put all your effort into it. Certainly a big effort for Russ Walker and Phil Windley to try and retrieve the rest of the season. Chris Joint, ball to Cooper, he can't take it. Hull come up with it. The referee, well, he's given the turnover instead of allowing Hull to play on. He's given the turnover. No real difference there. They spread it quickly. Tim Street out on that far side. He's toying with Simon Booth. Booth comes in again. Well, 3-4 times Street does with Booth, toys with Booth. He gets it away. Chico Jackson takes the tackle virtually on the centre spot. And now it's John Sharp. Strong runner, taken down by Pickavance. Pickavance and Booth, both Saints substitutes combine to bring John Sharp down. Lofted ball. Vicona slips it out quickly to Endicott. Taken on the far side by Nicol. Good tackling, Sterling at dummy half. On to Richard Gay. Tireless worker, Richard Gay slips it out to the back door. Vicona, good break by Vicona, still got Cooper with him. He gets out of Cooper's tackle, comes round again, slips it to Sterling. Sterling straightens up, goes for the line. 10 metres short. Hull on the attack, it's Rose. There's Hewitt, misses Hewitt out, gives it to Busby. Busby, oh, Busby's in. Good work there by Hull. Full marks for effort there. But it's come too late. Good work again, Gary Rose. Moved it to the right, missed out Hewitt. Slipped it to Busby in support. And Busby's only just come back on as a substitution for Tim Street. His first touch of the ball since coming on as the substitute, as I just said. And he goes over for his 4-pointer. Hewitt there shouldn't have any problem. 50 points to 16 the score. Hewitt just teeing it up. Slots it between the uprights. Hull 18. Saints 50. 6 minutes of the game left. Have Hull any more in the tanks? Have the Saints any more? As we're nearing the end of the game, I don't know whether some of you St Helens video buffs will remember 18th of February 1991. We was up here at St Helens. It was originally for the Sunday, the game. We had to play it on the Monday due to international commitments for Saints and Hull. They had Patrick Ontard in the French side. And Saints were trailing 10 points to 8 in the dying seconds. Les Quirk got the ball in his own 20-metre area, heard up this popular side touchline, went past Patrick Ontard, and that went in for the famous Ron Hoof orgasmic try. But that won't happen tonight, this afternoon I should say. Saints in the commanding lead of 50 points to 18. But how fortunes fall, how some sides come from being at the top to the bottom. But a great display by the Saints, a dispirited Hull. They've only they're in 16th position, I should say, with only 7 points from the previous 17 outings. Whereas the Saints, they've 25 points from their 18 outings. They've only won 12. Saints have won 12. Hull have only won 3. And all trying to get out of the relegation area. Real dogfight at the bottom with Widnes, Featherstone and Workington. And Workington have been putting some good performances up as of late. Saints keeping it going. Chris Joint turns it back inside. Sonny Nickel into space, in the 20. Nickel drives again. Oh, a lofty ball to Northey. Certainly looked a hint forward as it went to Northey. But Sterling couldn't take him. Gay was over there. But the try's given. The referee points to the spot. Good work by the Saints again, no more than we can expect. Cooper, he slips it out to Joint. Joint takes the defence, gives it to Nickel. 30 metres out, Nickel. He drives within 10 metres of the line, slips the ball over. It went to Northey. It looked a hint forward, but whether it actually touched a Hull hand in the flight, I don't know. The goal kick from Elia waved away, and Saints, with 2 minutes remaining of the game, are in the lead by 54 points to 18. Man of the match for Saints given out as Anthony Sullivan with his hat-trick of tries. And he's played well, hasn't he? He's showed some exhilarating pace. And obviously his father, the late great Clive Sullivan, a firm favourite up on Humberside, served both Hull and Hull KR for many years. Andy Northey over the 10-metre line. Booth wants a quick play of the ball. Now with Fogarty. 54-18 the score. And Saints with a difficult away trip at Castleford next Sunday. Pickavance, he straightens it up. Oh, leading Hull, a merry dance. Releases the ball to Nickel. He's had a good game, Nickel. But the ball's lost. It's gone back. Cunningham, he picks it up. He looked at the referee. The referee said the ball had gone back. It's all on. But Cunningham there, has he lost it? Looks as though he's just trying to flick it up to the Saints players in support. Unlucky there, young Kieran. The ball knocked forward. It'll be a scrum down. It'll be a Hull feed. Hewitt will feed it. Maybe the last scrum of the game. The referee points to the Hull feed. Hull there in action this coming weekend. I think it's Workington they play. So that's the bottom of the table tussle. But as I said, Workington playing well. Now it's with Sterling. Sterling breaks out of the tackle. Quick cover defence. Mark Elia comes in. Perolini back on. Out of the sin bin. Heavily bandaged head. Joint in there with Pickavance. So there's the final hooter. Excellent display by the Saints. 54 points to 18 is the final score.